Well, good afternoon, traders, my fellow traders. How's everyone? Good, I hope. All right, we're going to be doing our trading logic recap for Monday, June 8th, 2020. Well, all right. So, yep, we're going to be doing our recap here. Um, Trading logic, who we are, we trade logically. We don't trade recklessly. We wait for the correct setups. We diligently scan the markets with our proprietary scanners every morning to look for the best possible entry points on particular stocks. Sometimes it hits those points, sometimes it doesn't. When it doesn't, we look the other way and forget about it. We just forget about it. It could go up $20 a share, you just forget about it. You will, at some point, throughout trading this way, you will find yourself in some of those home runs. You know, when the bell rings, or a few minutes after the bell rings, you'll find yourself in some home runs. But the beautiful part about that is you will find yourself in home runs the right way, the right entry point, the point where you can make a lot of money and pretty safe, pretty darn safe. Um, what you don't want to be is you don't want to just be jumping into stuff hoping for a home run. Because I can pretty much guarantee if you're trading for home runs, you will not have an account within, depending on your risk tolerance and how much you risk on each trade, you will, it's just, it's a zero sum game trading for home runs. It doesn't work. I don't care who you are, it doesn't work. For every time you hear about somebody who says they made 6,000, 10,000, 30,000 on a trade, they've also lost 12,000, 20,000, 50,000 on trades. They don't tell you that. So, oh, the market just closed. I'm a little late today. We had stuff going on all day. But anyway, so that's the type of trading that we do. All right, very logical, very unemotional, um, and it's to me the safest way to trade. And I believe that, I mean, we're all in this to make money. I'm sure, you know. So the idea is to do just that, make money. You want to actually make money. So, yes, I get it. It's thrilling, it's exciting, and all that stuff. But if you're purely a thrill seeker, then you could probably just go to Vegas, because you're going to get the same odds doing that as you will trading. And what happens to most people in Vegas? Zero sum game. Gambling is a zero sum game. There's a reason why there's things to gamble, because people make a fortune off of these things. All right? So, just food for thought. You don't have to follow what I say. I mean, who am I, right? But we just would like to. I just like to get into it now. We only had three, which we recommended today. Um, we had only one that literally triggered. This one, DGLY, I was a little disappointed. I was hoping it was going to pull back to 264. Never even really got close. It got close and just before the pre-market, somewhere around 8:30, it got close to our pullback number. And I got to be honest with you, if it hit that pullback number in the pre-market, I was in. I was definitely in, because if this thing hit 264 in the pre-market, boy, there was a lot of room to run. And sure enough, I mean, I don't know what it got up to, 464 maybe, something like that, 465. I don't even know, don't care, because I didn't get in it. But here's a case of don't get FOMO. I mean, chances are you would have made money. Yeah, but many, 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 many of these will go the other direction. As a matter of fact, most of them will. So, even though you got an itchy trigger finger, control it. Control the trigger finger. Stay with your plan. Don't ever deviate from your plan. Don't try to force it in because you think the market's going to help you make money so you can go buy something that you want to buy. Just stay in it. Stay in your plan. I have to mention while I'm doing this, don't forget to hit the like button. I think it's a like button on YouTube, isn't it? Or a thumbs up, whatever it is. But just hit it. You know what all these buttons are. But DGLY never got there. It had a decent day, no question. But I'm not chasing. I never will. Never will chase. Ever. Ever. And now we have one coming up that was a winner. It was a nice winner. SPCB. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner. Ding, 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 ding. Yes, SPCB did a nice job today. We had talked about 254 being the trigger number on this before. And you might say to yourself, well, hey, look at it down at 220 and 225. Why didn't you call it there? Because there, it wouldn't be showing strength. So it would be, starts with a G, ends with an E, gamble. There you go. Got it. The guy in the front row there. Yeah, with the blue shirt. Yeah, good job. Anyway, it would be a gamble. And that's not what you want to do. You don't want to gamble. Over 254, reduce the risk of it being a gamble by about 90%. And let's just take a look and see what happened. 254, the white line, the bottom white line is 254. That's where you would have gotten in. The 254 entry then would have taken you to, I think it was 286, I believe. It capped out at, or 284. 284, 85, 86, whatever. So that was a nice move. That was a very, very nice move right there. And I wish I had the other, do I have it? No, I don't have it. The other slide, nah, don't have it. I'm going through some of our fancy graphics here. Let me see. No, I don't have it. But there was a slide. But it's going to be on one of our educational videos that shows you where to, where to consider selling. And this line right here is a perfect line up to the pre-market, to the highs in the pre-market. I mean, it is perfect. So anyway, that's that. Perfect spot to sell. But hey, it was a nice win. Made some money. I got in on this a little bit and enjoyed it. I got it into 254, and I think I got out. I held it a tad longer than I normally would have, so I think I got out at like 268 or something like that. But whatever, it's a win. A win is a win is a win. And these are the things that, pad up the account and make them real happy at the end of the year. If you make $150 a year trading on some of these blue collar trades like this that I call them, and it's $40,000 a year, right? Okay, the big disappointment of the day for many people, ENOB. Oh my God! If anybody recalls, they may have heard me saying, and I also put out on the social media that this one has to hit 1453, and to be careful, to be very careful with this one. I said it could drop significant amounts of dollars in a very short time, and it did. It did. This thing just ran out of gas at the bell, which I said it was going to do, and it collapsed. Now there was a possibility it could have did a little pop, little dance up there, and you could have scalped a little, but it didn't do it. So the foul was there. It was out of gas immediately, collapsed down, had one or two little hiccups, like when you're rolling the car up to the pump, and it's put, that's what it did. That's what it did. It was kind of. This is what happened. It just and then all the way down to $5.62. Isn't that something? I believe in the pre-market it was up to like 19 something. God, that's a lot of money. Can you imagine if you had 1,000 shares of that, and you bought it at the high at 19, and you let it spin all the way down there? You would have lost like $14,000 or something, like some crazy number. Anyway, but this is why we do the homework. This is why we do the way we do. We like to make sure that we're getting into trades when it makes sense. Important to do that. It's got to make sense. And we do that. We do that every morning. So, today we went 1 for 1 with 2 no triggers. That puts us at, let me see. Let's take a look. Haven't looked yet. Been kind of busy today. That puts us at 43 and 4 with 18 green days. 43 and 4, 18 green in a row. Consecutive green days in a row. Consecutive implies in a row. But I just wanted to emphasize it. All right? It's not like I don't know what consecutive means. But yeah, I just wanted to emphasize that. In a row. 18 days in a row. Green. 43 and 4. Come on. Gotta love it. Got to absolutely love it. So we want to continue bringing you this type of content that will help you, just apply stuff like this to your trading style. So let's see here. We just have to pause for just a second. Hello.
Hi, Mr. Carr. It's Jennifer. How are you?
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Mr. Moscato just wanted me to reach out to let you know that the court has scheduled
Okay.
an appearance before the judge on July 15th for Jeremy.
Oh, July 15th. Okay, good.
It looks like, I don't know if it's going to be in person or it doesn't
Right.
say,
Okay.
or phone, but
All right. Well, that puts them a month closer anyway. You know?
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Excellent.
So I'll get a
Excellent.
letter out to him as well with this, but Joe just asked that I reach out to you as well, just
Great.
so you know.
I really appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem.
All
We
right.
will be in touch.
All right. Thanks.
Sure,
All
bye-bye.
right. Bye bye. Okay. So sorry about that. Very, very important phone call. Had to be taken. And I could go back and edit this, but I'm not going to because I'm not a movie producer. So you had a lot of time to look at the screen that says like us with the fancy graphics, the arrow bouncing up and down and all that stuff. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, like us. Please like us. Very important. The more likes we get, the more things we can do, the better the content will be. But we need likes. I mean, I don't know anybody who doesn't want to be 43 and 4. I mean, why wouldn't you want to be? I don't understand. And be green 18 days in a row? I just still don't understand. But there you go. You got to do that. You got to like us. Important stuff. And now we always have our final thoughts. All right? Final thoughts. Good day for this one because we had ENOB, E-N-O-B. ENOB was the pre-market darling. Oh my God, that's all you saw everywhere. Every chat, every post, every blog, every whatever. Enob, 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 Enob. That's all it said all morning. Watch out for those parabolic early movers in the pre-market because you can end up staying at Heartbreak Hotel with that. Like I said, if you got excited, you got a bad case of FOMO, and you bought 1,000 shares of that at $19, you would have lost about $14,000-15,000 today if you held it all the way through, hoping for for it to spin back. You know, you could have lost $14,000-15,000. Now, this is why when I put it on the list, I said be careful because these types of stocks can move drastically when that bell rings. And I'm talking a serious flush. They almost always flush. People are taking profit, and it just, why would why would you try to argue with the market? Let it flush out, see what it does. All right, see what it does. If it does, if it's a legitimate, good stock to get into, it will let you know if it hits the number. But it never hit the number. Never got there. It had to hit 1453, I think, to show strength. It had to show strength. And the only time it was going to show strength was at 1453. And it never got to 1453, so we just stay away. Now, you could have shorted that one, obviously, because that thing flushed down like, one of the best toilets in the business. Serious flush, but you have to watch out for those. Don't get get sucked into those early parabolic movers. I see it happen almost every day. It's just day after day after day. You get one that's the darling of the morning of the pre-market. Everybody, all the newbies, all the people who don't do any studying, the people who don't do any technical analysis, all of that, they all just jump right in and they go with it. All right, so don't do that. So we're going to get on to the last part, which is the legal stuff. Take a minute and read it. Hello?
Hi, it's Jennifer.
Hi. That's okay.
I
Yeah.
went to go put the date into the calendar.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is not a Monday, July 15th. This does not match up.
Is it June
We're
15th?
thinking, we're thinking, yes. So it could very, very well be next Monday. We're just waiting for
Oh,
it from
okay.
court.
Yeah, I know Joe had told me June 15th. So
Oh, really?
I just figured maybe it got switched to July. So
Oh, yeah, no, this was what I
okay.
was hearing. So maybe
Oh,
you're correct then. I hope we are correct.
yeah. Oh, okay. Cool. That's awesome.
So it might be this upcoming. If it is a July, I'll call you back. If you don't hear from me, then we'll stick it in as June.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay?
All right.
All right. Thank you. Bye
Okay.
bye.
Bye bye. All right, there you go. The legal stuff. Legal stuff. You all done reading the legal stuff? I have to give you a minute or two to read it because this is what the lawyers tell us we have to do. So I did it. There you go. All right. Nobody can say I didn't. All right. So that's it, folks. Have a great day. Happy trading. We will be back here tomorrow morning to do some more of this fun yet again tomorrow morning. We usually go live for live trading somewhere around 9, between like 9 and 9:15, somewhere in that ballpark. Usually a little closer to 9 though. Discuss the market. We discuss the watch list, potential stocks that are on a watch list, and we put things out that go on a watch list, and those numbers are important. But just also remember that things can change. So it's better to come on with us when we go live. So if there are changes, you'll get that information immediately. All right, and because it just happens because it's the market. All right, can't ever forget it's the market. There's a couple of things in life that are really, really, really sure that you could set your watch by. And, they talk about death and taxes. And I say, the market. The market just throws you a curve whenever it wants to. It really does. So, just don't forget that. But come and visit with us tomorrow morning. We'll put up a little blurb on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn when we're going live to let you know. All right. So everybody have a great day. I hope you made money today, and we'll see you tomorrow.